Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I will show you how to make a beautiful homemade Pandoro all in one day. A golden bread that is soft, fluffy, aromatic, and irresistible, just like store-bought. So let's get started and make this beautiful Pandoro together. These are the ingredients you will need. Let's begin with a little prep. Bring your eggs to room temperature. Bring your butter to room temperature and cut into cubes. Zest the orange and lemon. The zests will be added to the aromatic mix. To the zests, add the vanilla extract, Strega liqueur, honey, and orange jam. Mix until well combined. Cover with plastic wrap and set aside at room temperature. Weigh and sift the flour for the pre-dough. Weigh and sift the flour for the main dough. Grease a large bowl with softened butter. Let's make the pre-dough. In a medium bowl, crumble the fresh yeast. Add the sugar and whisk until creamy. Add the whole egg and whisk until well combined. Add the lukewarm water and continue whisking. Gradually add in the sifted flour. Whisk until creamy and smooth. Cover with plastic wrap and let this rise for 1 hour inside the oven with the light on. At the end of 1 hour, the pre-dough will have tripled in size and will look nice and bubbly. Now let's mix the dough. For the main dough, you will need 3 whole eggs and 2 yolks. In the stand mixer bowl, combine the flour, sugar, eggs, yolks, and bubbly pre-dough. Attach the hook and knead on low-medium speed for 10 minutes. During this time, pause the mixer a few times to scrape the sides of the bowl. Make sure you get all that flour in. Once the dough comes together and wraps around the hook, pause the mixer and use a plastic dough scraper to pull the dough off the hook and spread it back into the bowl. Add the aromatic mix and continue kneading until fully incorporated. This will take about 10 minutes. Once the aromatic mix is fully incorporated, the dough will come together and wrap itself around the hook. Pause the mixer to pull the dough off the hook and scrape the sides of the bowl. This helps redistribute the dough and ensures even mixing. After 10 minutes of kneading, the dough will be elastic and will spring back nicely. Now it's time to add the softened butter. Add the butter in gradually, one piece at a time, letting each piece fully incorporate before adding the next one. This step takes a little patience, about 20 minutes. During this time, it is important to pause the mixer occasionally to scrape the sides of the bowl and pull the dough away from the hook. Because the kneading is lengthy, these short pauses help the butter absorb properly and they prevent the dough from overheating. Overheating may kill the yeast and you don't want that. That's why pausing the mixer and monitoring dough temperature is important. The temperature should be between 75 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 to 28 degrees Celsius. Once all the butter is in, the dough will wrap around the hook and the sides of the bowl will be clean. Pull the dough away from the hook, spread it back into the bowl, and add the salt. Knead for another 10 minutes. Again, check the dough's temperature as you are kneading. Pause the mixer occasionally and pull the dough away from the hook to keep the dough's temperature stable and ensure that the salt is evenly incorporated. After about 10 minutes of kneading, the dough should be smooth, shiny, and elastic, wrapping tightly around the hook. At this stage, check that it passes the window pane test. The dough should stretch thin without tearing. If it tears, keep kneading it. This is the texture you want. The dough should have a smooth, satiny finish and should spring back beautifully. Place the dough inside the greased bowl. Grease your fingers with softened butter and gently fold the dough 6 times. Using a sharp knife, score a cross on top. Scoring the dough allows it to expand naturally and it gives it room to open, promoting a beautiful rise. Cover with plastic wrap and let the dough rise inside the oven with the light on. Until tripled in size, this will take about 2 to 4 hours. In the meantime, grease a 1 kilogram Pandoro mold generously with softened butter, making sure to coat all crevices and angles well so the Pandoro releases easily after it is baked. After 2.5 hours, my dough has risen beautifully. Turn the dough onto a lightly floured surface. Grease your fingers with softened butter. Gently stretch the dough into a rectangle measuring 18 by 13 inches or 45 by 33 centimeters. Grease your fingers and fold the dough in 3. Fold in 3 again. Flip the dough over so that the seam is underneath. Cup the dough with both hands and gently rotate it, tucking the bottom inward as you turn to form a smooth, tight ball. Grease your fingers and place the Pandoro inside the buttered mold. Let the dough rise for 2 to 4 hours inside the oven with the light on until it reaches the rim of the pan. It should not rise past the rim or your Pandoro may overflow or deflate. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 degrees Celsius. Set the Pandoro on the last oven rack on top of another tray. This will keep your oven floor clean. Bake for 50 to 60 minutes. After 20 or 30 minutes, the surface will brown. Open the oven door and quickly cover the Pandoro with foil. After 50 minutes of baking time, insert a skewer. It should come out clean. If the skewer comes out sticky, give the Pandoro a little more baking time. Once the Pandoro is done baking, let it rest for 15 minutes inside the oven with the door half open. After 15 minutes, remove the Pandoro from the oven. Cover with a clean kitchen cloth and let it cool in the mold for 1 hour until the mold is cool to the touch. Carefully release onto a serving dish. This golden bread is light and soft. It springs back to the touch. Once the Pandoro has fully cooled, dust with icing sugar and enjoy. This is the result of time, patience, and love. This Pandoro is airy and fragrant and has a delicate cloud-like crumb. For a softer and more aromatic Pandoro, keep the Pandoro in a sealed plastic bag for 1 to 2 days before serving. This allows the Pandoro to become softer, moister, more aromatic, similar to store-bought. A small tissue or cloth soaked with Grand Marnier or rum inside the bag will enhance the aroma and the flavor. Leftover Pandoro can be stored at room temperature in an airtight plastic bag for up to 7 days. It can also be frozen in an airtight plastic bag for 3 months. I hope you enjoy your homemade Pandoro. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more recipes. I'll see you in my next video. Take care, and I wish you all a very happy and healthy new year.